They go in the washroom, they look at themselves in the mirror, and they say like, "My mother was right. I should have married a dentist."
That's
Oh,
right.
hell yeah.
Well,
And they're using some cuss words, too.
she did have to shave me, and she was very gentle.
Yes, well, she has a lot of practice.
It's got to be a rough job for a nurse.
I would think it's real rough for like the rookies, like the girl she gets out of nursing school. First of all, she gets like the 8 p.m. to 9 a.m. shift, and it's like bedpans all the time, probably for years.
Yeah, and it's no wonder they don't change their mind when the real world, they see what it's about, and say, no, I don't think this is for me.
You know what it is, Rich? They have to go to a lot of schooling. Less than a doctor, but they dedicate a lot of their early 20s into getting certified. That at that point they're like, let me just roll up my sleeves and deal with it, literally.
You're right. Yeah, because if they go through all that schooling and all that tuition, all the money they're spending, and then starting to do it, how can you quit and go into something else after you went all through that training and studying? Yeah, that's kind of difficult too. So I guess you really got to have a really love for it, to be going into something like that.
Yeah, you got to have a legitimate love for helping people, and then I think what hopefully happens, they get hooked up with a nice private practice, maybe a plastic surgeon's office. Maybe they're giving some Botox shots every now and then. They put in their time, and then they work normal hours, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. It's very hard to see that doctor on Saturday, and that's it. But they all start in the emergency room and all that.
Well, you know something, Doug? I mean, most of the time when you see some of these people and they have these facelifts, boy, they do a botched up job. You see somebody's lips and it's way too much, or other things they had done, terrible. Once in a while you'll see someone and say, oh yeah, that don't look bad, but most of the time, people I've seen, not good. They were better off staying the way they were.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And you see it so much. I think the best facelifts or whatever they haven't done, the best work is when you have no idea they had it, and when it's very, very subtle. But they say it's like an addiction, Richie. They get their lips made bigger, and then 6 months later they go, let's go a little bigger than that. And then a year into it, they're like, you know what? Let's go real big. And then before you know it, she looks like Daffy Duck.
You hit the nail right on the head. Some of these movie stars, I was on a webpage one day and they say, look at the different people, that had facelifts, all these stars, and I'm looking, oh my
What's up,
God,
Andy?
they were
How you
terrible.
doing,
You're
brother?
right. It looks like they went for too many.
Did anybody see the latest of Madonna? Good Lord, can't they just enjoy aging?
Not only, hold on, let me see if I have it. Yeah, not only have I seen Madonna, have you seen the side-by-side now of Madonna and Roseanne Barr? And the headline says, I never thought I'd live the day when Roseanne Barr is hotter than Madonna. And guess what? She sure as hell is.
Well, that's my point. If they would just let God take care of aging. They're trying to improve. They're trying to play God. Oh, good Lord. I'm not going to get into it, but, yep, you see it.
Yeah, and, since the Greek gods climbed down from Mount Olympus, the search for the eternal fountain of youth has been a fleeting one by man and womankind. And the problem is, they all want the fountain of youth. And the best way for the fountain of youth is to exercise and eat well, but that's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, you're right. And I would never ever have a facelift, nothing like that. I'm just growing old. I get old. How I look. But physically you want, your teeth. If still have all my teeth yet, but if they come out, then of course, I want to get my teeth all straightened out, look presentable as an old man, but no facelifts.
Yeah, you want your teeth, right? Yeah, if you lose my teeth, I'll replace them. You want to be able to, keep up with your grandkids. You want to be able to stand up straight. But what we've got going for us, Richie, is we're like a fine wine. We get better with age.
Yeah, but you're young. How old are you?
Is
I'm 43, so that's what the new 25. I'm 20 years younger than my father-in-law.
And as far as looks, good Lord, Adonis has nothing on me. Hi.
And I heard you, Doug, say 43. Oh, my God, you're a baby yet. I'm 71. You're young.
Yeah, I think even Frank's older than me.
Where's Frank? He should have heard that one.
I think I'm older than you.
Yeah, I'm 43. Listen to this, Richie. You ready? I was born in 1980.
I'm old enough to be your dad.
1980. Damn. I was born in 52. Oh, you got a lot of years ahead of you.
Yeah, I've got a 10-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. They're 11 months apart. My wife's going to be she's younger than me. She's going to be 36 in April. I married her when she was 18, Richie. She's a young mom. All is good. I go to work, I come home, I play radio, I take my kids to their activities. My daughter is pursuing an acting career, musical theater. She's great. It's actually, I pursued it. I went to NYU for theater. And when I got out, I did a little bit of I could have made it, Richie. I could have been a contender. But I decided I needed fast women and fast money. And I became a stockbroker. And lo and behold, I own a financial advisory firm now, about 15 minutes from my house. We got 10 great guys in there. My claim to fame for that business was Clark Gillies, the New York Islander, 5 Stanley Cup winnings. He was an advisor in my company. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple of years, but he became a broker after hockey. And, all is well. But like tonight, my daughter's got rehearsal from 8 o'clock to 10. My wife's going to drop her off. I'll go pick her up at 10. My son, he's just staying out of trouble. He's being a good boy. Everything's good. KB2, UKA.
I got to say, God bless you. Well, family is great. Family is great, and you have your own firm. That's amazing. Stocks and things, I know nothing about them. All through the years, and we all know through the years, CD rates stink. And I deal with different banks, and it hardly makes it. Now it's up, 5-6%. So finally I'm getting something returns. But my brother-in-law's years ago, I think it was in the 90s, oh, this stock is good, that stock. They're trying to convince me. And I'm a loser. With stocks, I'd be a loser. I know nothing about them, and you probably know everything. But they try to convince me, no. Even a banker will say, what are you doing? You should be doing this. No. If it's not guaranteed, I don't want it. And maybe I'm old and stupid, but they lost their shirt in stocks back in the later 90s, I forget. Both of them. And I said, damn, that was a good thing I didn't go bother with that. And I wouldn't have anyway, but damn, you're doing pretty good.
We, thank you. We don't, we're not so much picking stocks, though we do have clients that want that. We're more financial planners. So it's okay. Richie comes to see me when he's 45. He makes this amount of money a year right now. His income is going to grow over the next 20 years just based on inflation alone. So when Richie's 65, he's going to need X amount of money in retirement. If you do this, and that, some things guaranteed, some things not. Because if you take any 20 years, Richie, any 20 years since the stock market started, the average S&P return without dividends is about 8%. approximately. So that doesn't mean you make 8% a year. That, you know, 1 year you make 20, 1 year you lose 10, 1 year you make 3, but the average over any 20 years is 8%. So some money goes in that. And then every twice a year, 3 times a year, once a year, whatever the client wants, we review that plan that we built out. We see how on pace they are to their goal. And the goal being that dollar amount that you need to draw down in retirement so that you could buy all the Anon radios and all the microphones that you want and do, or go fishing and do whatever you want in retirement. But yeah, we're not calling clients up and say, listen, buy Tesla here, short Apple here. That's not really what we do. I did that in my past when I first started. Now we do business consulting, setting up big 401k plans for corporations, 403b plans for hospitals. We're basically a consultant for everything finance.
Wow. Yeah, you're doing excellent. I from when I was a kid, and I got married at 19, I'm married over, I guess, 50 years, and I set goals because, you know, I never went to high school or college, so I just started, and I was working for myself, and I just set goals every year. My friends are driving new cars and different things. I'm driving junks and everything. Just kept putting away every year, and I said if I could do it when I'm 50, I'm retiring, knock on wood. But life was kind to me back then. If I had to do things today, Doug, oh, forget it. I wouldn't make any money. But back then, it seemed like everything was open. Now things are kind of rough. You got to have a college degree, everything else. But you moved up the ladder pretty damn good. What are you going to do with all your money?
Spend it, Richie. Spend it on everything. See, I have life insurance. I have lots and lots of life insurance. You know what that does? And we do life insurance too. Life insurance gives you the right to spend all your damn money. I want to die with a penny left, because then all that life insurance will go to my wife, tax-free, all of it. And then when she dies, it'll be in a trust, and then that all goes to the kids. And they can avoid the estate tax, which right now, George Bush raised the estate tax limit to $11.5 million. So that means if you die with a net worth of under $11.5 million, that you don't get taxed. It used to be $5 million. So if you $5 million is a big number, but if you save your money and you own a house, maybe you own a rental property, and with inflation, $5 million is not what $5 million used to be 50 years ago or even 30 years ago. So if they lower it back to $5 million, and God, they're writing so many checks, they might lower it to $2 million. That means every dollar you pass to your kids above that limit, the IRS gets half of it. And we do a lot of that planning too for affluent clients that have a lot of money that don't want to see Uncle Sam get half of it. They'd rather it go to their kids. KB2 UKA.
Oh God,
Norman,
Rich is
I'm
screwed
going to
11
turn it right
million.
over to you.
He's
But
so
isn't that crazy? Half.
If he sells his radios, he's got the 11.
Doing that. And you know, I was laughing when you said that. That's pretty smart. I don't have no life insurance. The missus doesn't either. But yeah, spend all my money now where I can enjoy it. And then, hey, when I go, look, you got the life insurance. I like that idea.
Hey, Rich, you're screwed, man. The government's going to take half your money. It said over $11 million. You're so rich that Jesus.
Wait.
What are to do, Richie,
Hold on,
with all
wait,
those
that's Doug
million?
and you. You and Doug got all the money.
Wait. If Richie, if you sell every radio and every audio equipment you got in that shack, you're at the 11 million. Don't tell her.
Hey, with your money and all Frank's money, we could just go and live forever. We could go to Bahamas, travel all over.
And we could get facelifts.
If I had your money, Rich, I'd take mine and Doug's and burn it in a pile. We could live off your money.
No, you fellas are loaded. You just got the big jobs.
No.
Not at all. I'm a low-level financial planner.
Oh, you
I'm
guys are
doubling
buying
everybody.
radios,
I'm really
everything
sorry.
every week.
Doug, I sent you
Amplified
something
this,
on Signal
that.
if you could take a look
you
at it.
fellas are dang loaded. Boy, you fellas could take a vacation for a year if you spend money and still have tons of left.
Hey, you guys are doubling.
Oh, sorry.
It's Richie.
Sorry.
I'm going to blame you.
No, I doubled a little bit there too. I'm sorry.
Hey, Doug, where you located?
Sorry, hold on. I live in Fort Salonga on Long Island. My office is in Huntington Village.
Oh, you should make it then. Not this Saturday, next Saturday. We're all having a get together at a restaurant and bar.
I know. You guys invited me. I think it was last week I was down here. What was it? The 14th?
No,
what is it, Norman? The 11th, right?
The second Saturday in November.
Yeah, my daughter's got a show, or I would absolutely be there. I think that might be even opening weekend.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, when you got kids, you ain't leaving the house.
He's
Yeah, thanks, Doug.
really
I saw
low.
you saw
Give
the
him a
message.
show.
Thank
You doubled. Frank, what did you say?
Somebody's talking in the background.
Yeah, someone's way back there.
Yeah, there's a station trying to get in. Somebody try to pick him up.
I can't hear him with the NR2.
I don't hear him.
K20 NRS out of St. Louis. Nah, you're too low. You're too low. We're having a round table here, S9 Plus. I can barely hear you.
Maybe after 9 o'clock we could hear St. Louis. It's too early.
Yeah, I can't carry on a conversation with them, not when everyone is this loud, no. Sorry, old man. Try it in another hour. It'll be a lot better. AC3 GD.
Hey, fellas, it's almost 7:30, and usually every night I try to get in there and watch. She likes to watch Wheel of Fortune, so she kind of has that, smile on every time she guesses a word ahead of me, and smirks. Like, what kind of joy does she get? I'm her husband. All right, you got the damn word. I'll get the next one. Oh, she's a trip. I don't know. But in any case, I'll go make her day. She'll win and I'll lose. Hey, fellas, 7-3. It's good hearing everybody out here tonight. Yeah, and Frank. Yeah, it's definitely been a while. Good to hear you. And Doug, always a pleasure. Norman in Macklehattan, you got to get the hell out of that town. That's just wacky. Macklehattan. I think Billy left. I'm not sure. I think he left. But who is? And Johnson here, USA. Everybody, 7-3. Have a good evening. This is the Big Kahuna, KF2 Goofy Guys, signing off.
All right, Rich. Good. I'm glad I hopped on here. Enjoy Wheel of Fortune. And remember, always buy the vowel.
A smart fella. Smart.
Have a good evening. Great to talk to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe. 7-3, and you left early.
And Frank, I swear to God, he's a nut. You talk like that when we go out to the restaurant. I want you to talk like that to the waitress.
Yes, I'd like to order the large prime rib. I'll do the king cut size. I'll have a nice old-fashioned single cube only with a little bit of, let's see, what kind of bourbon would I like to drink?
Bourbon, really?
Would you like a little hair?
Yeah, let's all get crocked.
And the truffle aioli, but I want to meet the pig that found the truffle.
So I got to see.
I gotta go. 7-3.
Goodbye, Richard. Have a good evening.
Kook.
I'll have the truffle aioli, but I must meet the hog that found the truffle.
Oh, I like that. I'm gonna go hog hunting.
Supposing she's a 60-year-old.
No, she's a wild boar.
Oh, I was not aware.
I'm taking my dad on a wild pig hunt.
Oh, really? You are?
Yeah, I'm taking my dad for his birthday. We're going to do it after the holidays.
You doing that in Jersey, or you have to go somewhere else?
No. I'm flying down. Going down south to do it.
Oh, that's going to be great.
South Carolina?
No, I'm going to do Georgia area. We're looking at a place in Georgia. We're also looking at a place in Florida, so we'll see.
Now, if you're in Florida, shoot one of those big snakes.
I'm shooting something.
So, Frank, I don't know when the last day I talked to you. I got the feed point of this antenna up 80 feet.
God damn it. Yeah, you're doing good, dude. On every band, like you went from, like you used to be an S9, you're like 20 and 30 over now.
Yeah, I'm surprised I was, because that was on the vertical. I'm surprised you were even here. Well, how many times could we not hear each other? Well, that was like more often than not.
It was a struggle to hear each other when we did. It was a rare occasion, but yeah, I mean, now, you're like blowing the doors off me. What am I doing to you? I'm curious. I got to look at your signal, but I can tell you're in the 20 to 30 area.
Right now you're 20. Earlier you were 30, like touching 30. Where's Rich live?
Rich lives about 15, 20 air miles south of me. So he's in Jersey. He's where the hell is he? He's just south of me. He's more central. If you went directly east out of Long Island straight out, he's probably just slightly northwest of that. Northwest of that.
All right, yeah, he was solid 30 the whole time.
Yeah, he's got a goddamn cloud warm up there. Rich has always got a good signal, man.
Yeah, he does. But yeah, my loop, it's extremely ugly now. So the feed point is up almost 80 feet, and then the two wires that start the loop come down like an inverted V. Like if you're looking at it from a distance, you think it's just an inverted V dipole. And then around 60 to 50 feet, it loops around. So the feed point is, 25 to 30 feet above the rest of the loop.
That's unbelievable, man. Yeah, you're doing well. It's doing really, really good. I got a null out to you, out east there. So I'm probably not as strong to you. In fact, I know I'm very weak that area. So in Long Island, it's my weakest area around here locally.
Well, you just hit 30 over for a split second. You're averaging 15 to 20 the whole time. All right, so your short game is bad east of you then, but obviously into Europe you're fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. I have a little bit of null into, honestly, the places I'm glad I have a little bit of a null into, which is, I hear Italy and all those guys, I hear them, but they're not as strong as like, Russia. Parts of like, Italy, Greece are not as strong for me as some of the other areas. Into Asia, I'm pretty good. Oceania, I'm pretty good. Out west, I'm good. South America, I'm good. That whole area, I'm pretty decent when propagation allows. I'm pretty good into Europe, but there's just a little null I noticed into like Greece in that area, in the Mediterranean area.
All right, cool. I've noticed with the loop, I'm great. All like 20 meters and up. I'm any DX that I hear, I can work usually first or second try. I worked South Africa for the first time, I think ever, the other day. And what else? I'm not here. I still don't. Do you hear California often? I don't.
I hear them often enough. Yeah, it's a great way to tool to do a whisper, like a digital mode, and it'll send out signals, and for like you'll start to hear what you do it a couple times, run whisper, and you'll get a better idea of where your antenna has lobes and not.
Yeah, I've always seen that. So do I have to download like a client and that it'll work with Thetis in order to run whisper?
Yeah, it's not a well. I don't know how it would do it on this one. I do it on the I do all my digital on the Flex, but yeah, you basically run let me get the information for you and I'll send it to you.
And I don't know if you know this, I have a 6600 brand new in the box that got delivered a week before I took the station down. It's still in storage, so I plan on setting that thing up in a week or two.
Yeah, I mean, I used mine a few times for audio. It actually worked okay, but it's just like, it doesn't compare, man. The Flex is just like, for me, it's I only use it for digital modes. That's the only thing it does well for me.
Excuse me. I'm friends with this guy in Greece from one of the ESSB groups. This guy, I got to send you an audio file of him. His audio is unbelievable. He's running the same setup I'm running now. He uses the Apollo. He uses different plugins than I use, but he runs it with his 6600 on a Mac, and he just swears by that CESSB compression, which I know Thetis has too, but CFC audio is better than that. So that's really the reason I bought it. I had extra money. I said, it's a backup radio. Which I might need this to back up that. But I want to build out a profile on it and give it a shot.
Yeah, give it a shot, absolutely, man. And WSJT runs Whisper, so yeah, you could run that app and it'll run Whisper, and then you'll see everything. You can go on a website, WSPER Maps, and it'll show you where everything is. It's pretty straightforward. I just forgot it's been a while. But yeah, listen. If you get your audio set up right, it'll work well. I just look at there's a lot of things missing on on Flex. I shouldn't say 6600. I got the 65. 65. I got to be honest, it's a good radio for what I use it for, but give it a whirl. See, I mean, I got pretty decent audio with mine. I think I was talking to Art or somebody. He says, honestly, it's probably the best Flex I've ever heard when I had it set up. It did sound good, I'll give it that, but I don't know, I just love the Anon.
Yeah, and the other thing is, so Bill runs the Flex, and his signal is just as clean as ours. But I was talking to him the other day, and he runs the oscilloscope on it, and he monitors everything, and that's how he gets the signal so clean. But the other secret that he's doing, he's never running over 400 watts on it.
Well, there you go. And there lies the trick.
Because right now at the 1150 on this Mercury, I guarantee you it would be dirty on a Flex. I could tell from my pure signal amp view that it's extremely dirty with the audio, but you just can't see it because of the pure signal.
Yeah, well, yeah, I like the pure signal. I'm going to do the upgrade. I still haven't done you know what? Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll do the upgrade. I'm still running the 19 version, the old one, 2.19, I think it is.
I'm running the new one. I also Frank, I finally upgraded to Protocol 2, and I'm like, for a week, I'm like, oh, it works again, and then all of a sudden, I would tune, and it could have been a Thetis thing, to make it fair. I should have wiped Thetis and started over. I didn't. I just reverted back to Protocol 1. But like right now, my noise floor is minus 130. Okay, it's super low on the loop. So I would tune. It would be minus 130. I would then transmit. I'd say, "Hey Frank, how you doing?" And I would unkey, and the noise floor would jump up to like minus 110. And then like if I kept keying, it would drop back down. And then I'm like, "Oh crap!" And I'm looking at the tuner. I'm like, "Well, SWR is fine. My output power is the same. It's got to be software related." So I reverted back to Protocol 1 and it went away.
I have a little bit of that happens. I think I'm running Protocol 2. Yeah, I am running Protocol 2. But I kept on the more stable platform, what is it? Is it 2.19? Yeah, 2.1.119 is the one I'm running. It works okay. I do have some issues with pure signal. I got to tell you, the best one I've ever had was the original, the one I had that blew up. That thing was just solid as hell.
Yeah, I know. I gotta call this person back. I'll be right back though. KB2 UKA.
All right, no worries. I'll be listening. Norway 2, Queen Fox.
AC3 GD, fellas. I've got the QSY. Hopefully, I'll catch you tomorrow afternoon, or normally I'm not on this frequency at this time. 73AC3 GD.
Hey, Norm, it was so great to hear you, buddy. I'm sorry, we didn't get to chat more. I was a little busy in here, but so good to hear you. And I thought you were gone already. I apologize. I would have held it in there that long. I know you usually have I think it's a 6:30. You run off to go do CW, so we'll talk to you soon. 7-3, Norway 2, Queen Fox.
No problem, and it's actually 1,800 hours there, but it's okay. It was nice to hear everybody, and I am traveling. Rick and I hatched this plan, and I kept on it like a pit bull. Him and I have hotel reservations, and it is a done deal. Whether people show up or not, I'm going to visit Richie early in the afternoon. I'll be there around 11 or 12, and I'll take him and his wife out for a lunch. And then we're going to meet around 4:30 for sarsaparillas. No matter what it is, we're all going to sit down and have some very good conversation. This is AC3GD QSY.
Yeah, I'll do my best to meet you guys. All right, 7-3, we'll catch you later. Norway 2, Queen Fox.
Wow. WX2T. I heard AC3GD signing out WX2T. Anybody left WX2T? If not, go QSY. WX2T QSY.
I'm still here if you're there. KB2 UKA. Alrighty, KB2 UKA. QS, actually QRT. Talk to you guys later.